I hope you can hear me. I'm in a busy mall, and no one seems to care that El Salvador just switched to Bitcoin as its legal tender. No one seems to care that there's a war in Ukraine. No one seems to care that gas prices are high, that there's no baby food. No one seems to care that Bitcoin has just plummeted under $20,000 like I predicted yesterday and the day before and the day before that. No one seems to care that the world's in chaos. No one seems to care that there's a mass shooting, 15 mass shootings every week in the United States. No one seems to care. What's going on? Why is no one caring? Why is no one knowing what's going on? Why is everyone shopping in the mall like nothing's going on, like nothing's changing? The internet changed the world, and crypto is going to change the world even more than the internet did, and no one seems to care. No one seems to notice. The world is rapidly changing, and no one seems to care. Stay tuned to this channel.
Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, before I begin with this lesson, I want to start it off by giving all the glory and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKadosh. Double honor to the elders and the apostles, Great Millstone. Peace and blessings be to all the Akim now pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom, and Yahweh Shema Shai Brakathon. Someone entitled this lesson, No One Seems to Care. Something to that effect. Because as y'all just saw in that clip that I just played, that's basically where we at with it. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to, the mindset of the average American. People see that, America getting ready to take a turn for the worse. This shit is finna get, deadly serious out here. And, people just walking around like ain't shit happening. You know what I'm saying? Just like how dude said, he in a busy mall, people walking around in there, they in there eating, you know what I mean, and they're buying shit and just completely oblivious to what's getting ready to happen here in the United States. You know what I mean? And we know that it's Bible prophecy that, it's gonna get the worst over here. You know what I mean? The scriptures even call this land the land of unwalled villages, and I'm gonna grab it here in a second because people here, you know what I mean, they're too damn nurtured. You know what I'm saying? If that's the right term I'm using. You know what I'm saying? You got, fast food joints and chains and shit on every corner. You know what I'm saying? Everything is basically, you know what I'm saying, at the tip of your fingers. Anything you want, you can get it instantly. You know what I mean? Your food. You know what I mean? If you want to go out and do something, you can go and do it. You know what I mean? Have fun, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And people basically in the spirit of overindulging, you know what I'm saying, they fleshly lust. All right, which there's nothing necessarily wrong with, pleasing their flesh a little bit. But people is too busy, you know what I'm saying, being overindulgent or overengulfed in their flesh, man. You know what I'm saying? Basically going into that flood-like behavior. You know what I mean? I'm going to try to make this short because, me and the brother last night had did a lesson similar to this, going into how, the people's in a flood-like mentality. You know what I mean? Basically, eating, drinking, giving into marriage, not paying attention at all. You know what I'm saying? Scoffing against the prophets, thinking that shit is going, go back to so-called normal when, the elites, you know what I'm saying, they got people set up letting you know that this shit is not going to go back to normal. Joe Biden, as I constantly mention, he talked about that famine and it's going to be real. You know what I mean? Klaus Schwab, he constantly talks about, that digital system that they want to roll in. You know what I mean? You got all types of whistleblowers coming out talking about, what the elites plan on doing, the rolling blackouts and, project, Zypher. All types of information is coming out and it's being broadcast to you people, primarily you Israelites, because this is really all who it matters to. You know what I'm saying? You have the opportunity to get yourself in order because the Lord said, return to him. You know what I'm saying, and do good that you may, be hid in the day of his anger. We're in that time where the Lord is going to show his anger, man. You know what I mean? And the majority of the people don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Because again, you know what I mean, they've been brought up in these Babylonian ways and they thinking that, nothing is going to happen. You know what I mean? But hey, that's where you were deceived, man. You know what I mean? But Esau, he got you in that mindset. Where you can't even use your fucking brain. All you thinking about is just shit that don't even matter. You know what I mean? Which goes into that 2 Thessalonians 2. You know what I'm saying? The Lord shall give them over to a strong delusion. You know what I mean? Delusion going into something that you believe is going to happen and it don't happen. Or you believing in something that's really not even reality. You know, you thinking that America going to bounce back after all these years, you know, you crazy as hell. You know what I mean? And the prophets are out here to let you know that it's not going to go back to normal. Just because you're able to go up the street and buy, you know what I'm saying, a damn McChicken, you know, maybe hit Hooters or something, that don't mean that everything is cool. You know what I'm saying? This shit is basically a disaster in disguise. You know, they burn up all types of food plants. I mean, y'all don't think about this type of shit. You know what I mean? Them food plants, that's gonna lead to a serious famine. Right now, you probably can't see it, but just wait until you start, going out grocery shopping and you starting to see shit not being stocked up, certain things not being stocked up because it's already happening. Then that's when you're gonna realize, like, damn, what's going on? Babe, we've been telling you this. You know what I'm saying? But let's grab this real quick in the book of Jeremiah. All right, Jeremiah 49. And Salakia. All right, 49 and 31. All right, and it says, arise, get you up into the wealthy nation, all right, which is in this time it'll be, America. Babylon the Great, this is that wealthy nation. Because you have, so-called luxurious items. You have the luxury to, go to the grocery store and just have the shit there. When people in other countries, they can't do that. They have to grow their own food. They have to get out there. They got to hunt. You know what I mean? You can have, fucking Uber, deliver food to you just like that. You know what I mean? With the click of a button. Right? This is that wealthy nation in this time, huh? Right? It says that dwelleth without care. And the people here dwell carelessly. You know what I mean? Like, you may have, certain homeboys in the world. Like me and one of the brothers, we be kicking it with somebody, who's not too worldly, but the nigga in the world. And all his conversation consists of, or anything that's on his mind is basically just mirth. Like, y'all should come out here to, to Tucson. We should go to SD. We should go to San Diego. We should go to, Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Like, bad bitches out there. You know what I mean? We get the bars and the clubs out there lit. Like, you know what I mean? Shit that just don't even matter. Here it is, nigga. Gas is getting more and more expensive, and you worrying about hitting the club. You worrying about bitches, right? Something that's already used up, nothing new. You know what I mean? This is that, hey, the people here dwell without care. You know what I mean? Like one of the brothers was telling me, even though this shit is a disaster in disguise, we got folks, that's focused on their future, trying to get college degrees and, all types of stuff that's not going to benefit them in a time of trouble, man. Because them degrees and all that shit is not going to help you, man. All right, but what will is getting your spirit right with your how about Shema Shai. All right, but people not gonna realize that until it's too late, and we understand that. That's why we don't waste our time on niggas who can't get it. Hey, as brothers got a saying, if a nigga can't get it, then we moving on. Cause shit, bro, the majority of the people here, primarily our people, because that's really who this all matters to or matters for. Most of our people gonna die. You know what I'm saying? Like the elder Bayah, not the elder Bayah, but the brother Bayah. From the Pasadena camp, he did a lesson on going into how, many that dwell upon the earth shall perish in a great number. You know what I'm saying? Some upon that, some to that effect. Basically getting into how there's going to be mass death out here. You know what I mean? But, we continue to read it, saith the Lord, which have neither gates nor bars, which dwell alone. Right? No security whatsoever. People don't realize how easy it is to invade America. Shit, Issachar be doing it. Issachar swim across that river and already be in this bitch. How much more a troop? You know what I'm saying? Somebody in these other nations. All they got to do is blow up them gates, and guess what? They in this bad boy. You know what I mean? Because that's what's coming next. Troops. You know what I mean? Right now, you know what I'm saying? America is listed in the scriptures as the virgin daughter of Babylon because it's never been penetrated. You know what I mean? There ain't never been no war on American soil, and you can't say 9/11 because all that shit was a hoax, man. You know You know what I'm saying? The elites had that set up for a particular reason. All right, but soon there's gonna actually be war in the streets of America, man. You know what I mean? You got whistleblowers coming out talking about how China and Russia getting ready to backdoor America. And you're gonna have some other nations doing it as well. You're gonna have Ishmael up in here. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't be surprised if you have any other nations up in here. You know what I'm saying? But this is that place that dwells without care. Man, just go out in public, you know what I'm saying, and just, see the body language, see the countenance of the people. Motherfuckers ain't worried about nothing. You know what I mean? Start a conversation with somebody. Ask them about, what you think about this inflation? Man, I think it'll go back down. You know what I mean? I think America gonna bounce back. Just like how motherfuckers was talking about Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? People was talking about how, I remember, this last job I had, I was on my lunch break and Jake was talking about, man, Bitcoin dropped, you know what I'm saying, such and such amount or whatever. And it's like, but that shit gonna bounce back though, so keep investing. And guess what? That shit did not bounce back, man. All right. So now let's get Ezekiel 38. Just verse 10, it says, thus said the Lord Yahweh, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought. This is what the Lord's going to put in the mind, in the spirit of Gog and Magog, the Russians. Right? And that evil thought is going to be, not only invading America, but also shooting nuclear missiles over here. Because that's another thing. People don't think that, America's going to be destroyed by missiles. They think that that shit's just not going to be used, which is it's all created for a purpose. But just say how Jake didn't think that it was going to rain, going back, to the time of Noah. Jake don't think it's going to be fire here, Hey, but the Lord's getting ready to shut that shit up. That proverb is going to cease, man. It says, and thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages, and I will go to them that are at rest, because the people here are at rest, man. Despite, the gas prices or whatever, people ain't really worried about too much. You know what I'm saying? And that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls, and have neither bars nor gates, to take a spoil and to take a prey, to turn thine hand upon the desolate places that are not inhabited, and upon the people that are gathered out of the nations which have gotten cattle and goods that dwell in the midst of the land. And that's what it's all going to come down to, man. All right, the Lord getting ready to put an end to all this living carelessly, man. All right, once the Lord start to up these plagues, because even when you read in the 2nd Ezra 16th chapter, you know what I'm saying, the Lord, he's sending these plagues as scourges for an amendment, which means basically he's sending these plagues to correct your ass. People seeing, stuff happening and just, turning a blind eye to it like it ain't really happening. You know what I mean? But that's because it ain't really just touching them yet. Wait until, it start to hit them. Wait until, you start to get hunger pains. Wait until, your ass finna get evicted. Wait until you can't pay your car note no more. Wait until you start losing family members. And you seeing people out here literally getting their tops blown off. Then that's when you're going to realize, but it's going to be too late, man, for the majority of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because we understand that, you got certain members of the elect that's going to wake up at the last minute. You know what I mean? But for the most part, you niggas are through. Y'all are done, man. All right, but I'm going to start at 19. It says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for an amendment. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. So Jake see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Whether niggas believe it or not. Jake see that, shit is, getting bad. Violence at an all-time high. You know what I mean? The whole nine. But niggas still refuse to turn from their wickedness. And that's why the Lord's going to kill a whole lot of people, man. Right? Primarily a lot of people. Because you have the opportunity to repent. You just refuse to. So, the only way the Lord can correct it is by smoking you, man. Sends you back up there to where he is. Because you're not going to get right. The Lord trying to let you know, hey, I'm bringing this shit. I'm bringing the smoke, so you better get right. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell you in the book of Proverbs, the scorner is made wise. Well, it's like it. When a scorner is punished, the simple is made wise. When you see somebody get judged or something, You know, even when you get on like these different, social media sites and they show you people getting judged, bro. Motherfuckers getting limbs chopped off. That should let you know, like, damn, I don't want that to happen to me, so let me get right where you have by Shemal Shah. You know what I'm saying? But Drake don't think like that. Niggas don't think that it can happen to him, but that's where they mistaken. All right, that's where you wrong at. It says in verse 21, it says, behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon earth. And right now, even though shit ain't cheap, but it's gonna get expensive. That's the thing. And y'all thinking it's gonna bounce back, and it's not. It says that they shall think themselves to be in a good case, right? Everybody out here, just it's Friday. So shit, hey, people finna be out here on their Friday fun day shit. Like how they got this saying Sunday fun day. People, worrying about, hitting the bars, which ain't nothing wrong with it. But if that's all your mind is on, then I mean, you definitely in the wrong spirit. Hitting the clubs, what I'm saying, where the Casamigos at, where the Henny, where the rum at. That's what our people's mind is on, man. Instead of thinking like, hey, nigga, this shit can go down any time. You know what I mean? It says, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion, and all these things are coming, whether you believe it or not. And the shit is coming fast, and I can't wait till it happens, because as a brother say, I can't wait to say that I told you so. Because we've been telling you niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, the brother's mother, which I ain't finna get too into it, but he tells us, certain things, that they plan on bringing, in that C-hip, you know what I'm saying, that's C-H-I-P. And, bro basically told me, she was just like, so whoever doesn't take it, what they're gonna die? You know what I mean? Faithless. You know what I'm saying? Slacking. Kind of got sidetracked. But that's pretty much the point of this lesson, man. Basically just a quick little lesson on, going into how the people just don't really care. But hey, right now you don't care. But hey, the Lord gonna make you real soon. That's why a lot of people are gonna be trying to call upon the Lord, but the Lord is not gonna hear that shit, man. All right, but I'm gonna go ahead and close it out, because I ran all day. All right, but call out your habashim outside by Shema Kakada, Shalom and Abba.